All right. So, a very good evening to everyone. I was, expecting the quorum of at least 50 plus participants. But anyway, on the past of experience, lot of people join in on our discussions when we start. So, we have promised you 4 to 5 p.m. So, we'll respect that. We'll start right now and try to close by 5 p.m. So, welcome to a long journey of our knowledge bite sessions that we have been religiously conducting on first Saturday of every month. The idea is to bring you, familiarize you about any of the technological things, be it emerging technology or use of technology that has become part of our life. So we have been inviting subject matter experts, we have been inviting the experts from our own sale family, and we have been conducting this journey. So on this occasion, let me invite Sri Atanu Mukherjee sir, who is GM in charge academics and head of academics at MTI, heading academics, CHRD, and IT, to kindly welcome our esteemed faculty who have joined from outside sale this time. Our senior mentees who are at the level of chief general manager and executive directors, and young mentors who are taking out time to contribute in their journey of reverse mentoring. Atanu Mukherjee sir, may I request you please?
Thank you, Jagannath, and very good evening to all of you, and welcome to the Knowledge Bite session. And I remember the last Knowledge Bite session we have conducted on the digital arrest. So people really they like that, and we got a lot of responses from the participants that they really interested in such topic. So, as already you are already aware because very religiously Chandanath Saab is driving this knowledge bite session in every month. And that is the first Saturday of every month. And even if he's not there, I've seen even if he's not there at Ranchi, even from the mountain also he he connects. So very religiously he is doing. So really, I mean, and it has got a lot of positive response from our people. The basic purpose, as Chandranath Sahab has already mentioned, that basic purpose of this particular intervention is to update the participants with the emerging technologies. And once the people, the participant, I mean, especially the mentor who are at the younger level, once they have all these updates of these emerging technology, they can take this thing forward with the mentee, so that the mentees are at the senior level. So all these senior people, senior leader of sale, they will be updated with all the emerging technologies. So that is the basic purpose of conducting this knowledge bite session. As just I like to remind you that we have conducted so many knowledge bite session on chat GPT, social media, cyber hygiene, IoT, SAP, S4 HANA, 3D digital twin, JAME, email, gov.in, future scale prime, extended reality, health and fitness app, and the last month we conducted that on digital arrest. And this time we have kept the topic. It is see, we are not MK is not deciding this topic of discussion for knowledge bite session. It is the you people who shown a lot of interest on the cloud computing. So we decided that this time in our knowledge bite session we will take up this cloud computing subject. And so I like to once again I like to welcome all the senior people, especially the executive directors, chief general managers of Steel Authority India Limited, who are connected online, and also my special welcome to the today's expert, Shiva Ramakrishna. Shiva Ramakrishna sir. So I like to short. I like to tell about Sri Shiva Ramakrishna sir. He is the multi-cloud certified trainer and the consultant for cloud development, and he has got 20 plus years of training experience, advisor for these startups, national level, ideathon coordinator, and also he is a trainer in the corporate world. So I am 100% sure and confident that with his knowledge of expertism, especially on the cloud computing, today's knowledge bite session will be very, very effective and very, very useful for our people. So with this, once again, I wish everybody a very, very happy learning session in the today's online knowledge bite session. Thank you. Over to Chanda.
Uh, thank you indeed, sir. It has been pleasure and a lot of interesting topics that Atanu sir said. I am sure you must have been part of most of them. In case you have missed, I'll share the link of our YouTube channel wherein you can see the recordings, which are of hardly 30-40 minutes, but a lot of interesting discussions you will find there. So, nobody's in case you have missed it. Let's look forward to today's session, and then towards the end, I'll let you know how you can explore those topics. So, let me invite our esteemed faculty, Sivarama Krishnaji. Atanu sir has already given a brief introduction about him. So, without taking much of the further time, I would request, sir, if you can, I have made you presenter. If you can, take forward the session, we would all, eagerly waiting to hear from you.
Yeah, thank you, Chandra sir. Thank you for wonderful opportunity. Thank you, Atanu sir, for brief introduction. Yes, thank you so much, Sahil, for giving the wonderful opportunity to learn with all of you. Uh, as you know, nowadays, every organization they're facing a lot of issues with on-prem infrastructures. You all agree with me if it is actually you take any industry like manufacturing or anything, any domain, they're facing many issues with on-prem infrastructures. Now there is no 100% uh, the suitable or best solution for these issues or problems facing with on-prem infrastructures. Yes, up to some extent we can say cloud will give you a suitable, reliable solution to get rid of many issues. Do you all agree with me? Yes, no. If there is some interaction, it will be good, so that even I get some kind of learning from you people, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
So I can say all of you are cloud users. Yes, right. You are all using Gmail. You are all using so many applications now. Spotify, like Redbus to book the bus tickets online. IRCTC, Book My Show. There are many applications now. Those all the applications are deployed on the cloud. Okay, there are many cloud providers. First, let us understand what are the basic things. We all know about computer, right? We know about computer. It is having a keyboard, mouse, CPU. There are many devices attached to that. We are using to store, to compute, to process. So many purpose we are using nowadays. The personal computer, PC, I can say. You can call it as desktop also. Now, without computer, without internet, without mobile, we cannot do anything, right? You all agree with me this. So with that thing, first let us understand what is the major difference between processing and computing. Okay, now we are talking about cloud computing, grid computing, like edge computing, quantum computing. There are many things actually, right? Till now, we know about only the processing. We know about the processor, central processing unit. Is it having that much capacity to process our data actually? Whatever data we give now, people talking about big data. What is this big data? Huge data is becoming huge. There are many things without data now we cannot imagine, right? You take any application or you take any industry, without data it is very difficult to survive. Okay, you take our Aadhaar information of Indian citizen, right? There is so much of information. Every Indian, every citizen should have an Aadhaar card number. There is so much of data, personal data, sensitive data. People talk about so much of data. Where this data is going? How to process this much data? So we need to have some kind of analysis for these things. we are calling it as data analysis or data analytics. We now they termed it as data science. Now data is becoming a science. Means there are so many facts, there are so many unknown things about our data. Which data to be used, what data to be used, what data to be considered, how to process the data, how to compute the data. So there, that is the major thing to you should know about what is processing and what is computing. Now let me share the presentation so that you can follow with my points. Chandana sir, can I share?
Yeah, yeah, sure, sir. I have made you presenter, sir. Can you see sharing screen, sir? The share button would be at the center, sir, just near video and audio.
Yes sir, it is not enabled, that is why I'm seeing that.
Okay, just
Yeah.
check now, sir.
Yes, is it visible?
Yes, I can see your screen, sir.
This is visible, right?
Yeah, it's visible, sir, but it's not in full slide show mode, sir.
Okay, we can make it a full slide.
Yeah,
Is it clear now?
yeah, perfect.
Okay. So as I told you, we should know about the processing and computing. Now, if you take the processing, we have a CPU. We call it as a central processing unit. It is having some memory, some kind of processors, some kind of RAM, all those things. Here, it is taking a series of data. It executes that. So majorly, the data what we collect, we process it through our processor. So after processing, we call it as a information. Once the data is processed, what is the data we are providing? The data is processed, it is becoming an information. So that easily we can retrieve that information whenever you want. Now let us come to the computing part. Why? Because now what is the technology we are talking about is cloud computing. So before knowing what is cloud computing, let us understand what is computing first of all. Computing at the basic definition, computing is nothing but the combination of calculations and manipulations. That is, computing is calculating plus manipulating. What is calculating? Processing of numbers. What is manipulating? Manipulating the numbers. That is, it may be alphabets, it may be any raw data and all. The combination, it is called as a computing. So we are using the machine, the computers to compute. Using the computers, the technology what we have, we are solving the problems and we are going to manage that information. So from where we got this information, the data is processed. Once it is processed, it comes to information. After that, we are using computing. That is, we are managing the information using the computers, right? So there are different types of computing. Let us understand one by one. Briefly, I have given. I'm not giving so much of technical details. If there is any query, please feel free to ask. What is it? I'll give you more examples to understand that. First thing is parallel computing. As the term says, it runs simultaneously. There are different processors, there are different processes. To reduce the complexity of the data or to reduce the complexity, we are dividing that into smaller parts. So now it will be easy to manage it, right? So when we break it into various parts and we are using different processors to process it and run. So the data we are giving it to that, it is processing and we are running it and we are using it. So example given, high performance computing for simulations now in many simulations or simulation devices in IoT, all those things, they are using this parallel computing. Next thing is distributed computing. Distributed is we are spreading the computing task to various machines. So suppose you take any organizations, there will be different departments. You go to bank, right? There will be cash section, dispatch section, card section. So the credit card section, loan section, like that, there are different departments. Here also in distributed computing, we spread the computational across the multiple machines in a network, right? So that it will be easy for us to complete the processing and compute it, and we can take the data. Now we can take the blockchain for that. Blockchain is completely distributed computing. Okay. Next one is quantum computing. Now they are using qubits for quantum computing to perform computations. These are all faster than what is the computations, what are the computers till now we have. They are using it in cryptography, in encryption, decryption, in factorizing large numbers, all those things. They are using these qubits. Next one is grid computing. Grid is nothing but it is multiple distributed computers. What is distributed computing? We are distributing the task among the multiple processors. So we are combining all the multiple distributed computers onto a single problem. That is called as a grid. Like power grids, there are many different power units. So we are combining every power grid into one single unit. That is called, we are calling it as a grid. Like that, grid computing also, we are combining the multiple distributed computers. In examples, scientific simulations like climate modeling, they are using the grid computing. Next one is edge. Edge is it is very nearby the source. Nearby the source means if you ask cloud is near, edge is near, I can say edge is near. Why? Because it is near to the customer. It is near to the organization. It is near to the source. Okay, as you see in the, I have given the example IoT devices to reduce the bandwidth usage or to reduce the latency. They use this edge computing like self-driving cars. So all those things when the processing is it is very nearby in the source only it is happening. It will be easy to take the faster decisions. Any queries so far? Distributed computing, edge computing, quantum computing, parallel computing. So next one is cloud. Cloud. We are talking about cloud now. So we are using a remote server. It is hosted on internet. We can use it for all the computations. Any it may be storage, it may be processing the data, it may be managing the data, it may be transferring the data. So whatever you want, you can do it easily with using the internet. Without internet, cloud is not going to work. That is the basic thing. So far, any queries? Let me come back to meeting. So far, any queries?
I think
Understood? Have you understood about the processing and computing? What are the computing types? What we discussed? Yes, no?
yes, I think it was pretty straightforward.
Okay. Someone raised hand. Sandeep sir. Yes, sir. Can you ask the question? Sandeep Sahu.
That's an acknowledgement, I guess. We must have understood what we have discussed so far.
Cool. 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 Okay. Fine. Let us continue the. Yeah, now let us come to the cloud computing. First, let us a case study to understand why what was there before cloud. Okay, suppose for example, I want a website for my company. I am starting a new business. I have my own company. For that, I need a website. So what I need to do? First, I need to go for the servers. I need to buy. I need to purchase some stack of servers. So when I'm buying the servers, I need to know to how to manage it and maintenance, how to maintain all the servers that comes under monitoring and maintain the servers. So depending on the traffic, for example, I have a hotel business. Okay, so I have limited number of customers. So room booking service I'm providing. So who want the room, they're all booking, they're coming to my website, they're booking the room, and I'm giving the complete information. I've given some videos about my rooms, what are the facilities we are providing, ambience, everything. I've given plenty of information, required information, videos, everything. Now there are limited customers, I'm going good. My website is working as expected. My website also performing what they're expecting and what they need, what information they need. So now suppose tomorrow there are customers are number of customers are increased, or I'm increasing number of hotels. I'm opening hotel in other place, other state, other district. Like that, I'm increasing number of hotels, chain of hotels. So when it is increasing, so what happens here? The traffic also will be increased. So when the traffic increased, I need more servers. So there my headache starts now. So how to manage all these servers? How to maintain? I need to have some experts to maintain that, to manage that. So this issue is called as scalability issue. What is the scalability issue? When number of users are increasing, so what happens there? There will be more burden on the servers. I need to increase the number of servers. So I am not aware of it. So what needs to be done at that point of time? Here there are some disadvantages. What is that? Initial setup is expensive. So when I want to go for physical servers, obviously I need to get the latest configuration. What are the latest servers available? What is the latest machinery available? All those things I should get proper information, and I should invest some money over that. Next, there are some troubleshooting problems. There are some problems. So how you are going to fix the problems? How you are going to fix the issues? So it should not disturb your business goal. You are concentrating only on your website, your servers, your scalability issues. Who will take care of your business? Right, you need to take care of your customers. You need to provide all the facilities to your customers. So it is very difficult, tedious job for you to manage both the things. Since traffic is varying, sometimes what happens, suppose there is some long weekend. So okay, there may be more customers, there will be booking so many rooms, there will be full traffic. So, okay, my all the servers are busy. Sometimes what happens, it is dead time. It means there is no business. Okay, no one the rooms. The servers will be idle. So what we should do at that time? So it will be very tedious task. Okay, now so we have lots of data. I don't know where I store all the information. I start storing all customers information, when they book the room, which kind of room, what is the date, how many people, from where they have come, their identity information, everything I started storing. Okay, so when I started storing, what happens, my servers start draining. Okay, my storage starts becoming empty, means full. So when the storage becomes full, I need to think about more storage, right? So these things, these are the reasons why we need cloud. So what is cloud? First of all, what is cloud? Let us understand. We are moving complete data to your cloud. So we have, on cloud we have unlimited space. On the local server, what we have? Limited space. On the cloud, we have unlimited space. Sir, when we have unlimited space, what is the advantage? How much you require, you can use that. You are not using, it is cloud works on pay as you go model. What is pay as you go model? Everyone is aware of booking a cab, right? So Ola, Uber, and all, we are booking cabs nowadays. So here, what is the concept of booking cabs on Ola or Uber? We book the cab from and to a source and destination we choose, depending on the number of kilometers, depending on the time we traveled in the cab. So the travel time, all those things, they will fix some charges. So after, once we get down in the destination, after that no need to pay. Means when we are using, we are paying for it. When we are not using, no need to pay for that. Okay, so this is cloud, very basic definition I have given for your understanding. So you can store your data, you can store your applications on remote server. Means it is not in your server, they are storing it in the remote server. So wherever you go, whenever you want, you can access it easily. You should have a proper internet bandwidth, how much you require. You need a browser to access, you need a software to access the data or applications. Next, once it is storing, you can process it from any server. You can process it and you can access it using the internet, via internet. This is cloud computing. Next, there are three major concepts on cloud to understand. First one is deployment models. Next one is service models. Last one is security. Okay, last but not the least, security is also most important thing. First one, let us understand deployment models. Deployment models is nothing but where you are going to deploy your data, where you are going to deploy your application. As I told you, you are developing a website for your company. You should know the server, which server, where you are storing your actual website, from where it is running, all those things. Here also you should know where exactly your data is stored, where exactly your application is deployed. Okay, there are three deployment models: public, private, and hybrid. Public is nothing but it is a public transport. As you see the slide here, they have given bus, own car, and taxi. So you see the public transport bus. Bus means it is accessible for everyone. So anyone, everyone, anytime they can access that, depending on the requirement, depending on from one place to another place, from source to destination. So you are using it, public transport, right? That bus service. So like that is called as public cloud. When it comes to private cloud, it is own car. Own car means you owned it, you are the owner of it. So you are responsible for maintaining, you are responsible for any repairs, you are responsible for any damages, everything. You only the whole and soul responsible. Next, hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud is a taxi. So it is both public and private. Public and private means here public concept, taxi is public, as you know, it is by Ola or Uber or anybody. When it comes to the private concept, suppose you are booking a cab for one particular company employees. Okay, it is private to the company. When it is every day, the cab has to go to the employee place. They have to receive the employees. They have to drop them at the company place. So that comes under private concept. That is why it comes under hybrid cloud. Hybrid is nothing but the combination of public and private cloud. Okay, so that is called as hybrid cloud. Technically, let us understand what is public cloud. So here public cloud is, it is a shareable storage. So the before cloud concept is whatever server I am purchasing, whatever storage I am purchasing, only I can access it. Others cannot access that. Others cannot access means they'll not have access. They cannot store their data on that. So when it comes to the public cloud, it is shareable storage. Shareable storage means many people will store the data. They will get access depending on the accessibility permissions. Okay, there is a concept of IAM. Once you understand deployment model, service models, and all, I'll give you a brief examples for IAM also, identity access and management. So in the public cloud, the storage is shareable and it is available over the internet. It is owned by cloud provider, CSPs, cloud service provider. We are called as vendors, service providers, users. Okay, who are providing the services is called cloud service provider. So who is taking the service is user, the customer. Okay. Next one is private cloud. Private cloud, the major difference between public cloud and private cloud is the major concern is security. So when it is public, it is accessible by everyone and anyone. When it is private, only by the organization. For example, I am individually, I am the owner, it is private cloud for me. When my company is using, it is private cloud for the organization. It is operated by a single organization and managed by single organization. So they only will manage it, they only will operate it. So the services provided by service provider and the used by that organization who are accessing that private cloud, who are paying for that particular private cloud. Next one is hybrid cloud. As I told you, it is the combination of public and private. It will have the functionalities of both. So you take, for example, you take a website of the company. Website of the company, whatever data we post it on the website, it is open for all, right? It is accessible for all. Any information, any sensitive or any secured information or any confidential information through web application, we give access to the employees, only they can access that. So public part, the data what we are posting on the website is public part, and what is the data behind, then the backend databases, everything that comes under private concept. That is the combination of public and private, that is called as hybrid cloud. So so far any queries? Public, private and hybrid. What is deployment model? What are the deployment models? Any queries?
So I have one small query that I want to ask. Private cloud, can it be deployed within a local network, not requiring internet or anything as such?
So VPNs are we deploy it in the on-prem only. They provide you within the organizations also. So again, the problem comes with whenever we go for upgrade and all, right? When it is remote server, what is the advantage? Whenever there is upgrade or update, the cloud service provider will take the responsibility of that. They upgrade as per your requirement. Suppose you want in your organization only, so again every time you have to invest again, right? You have to add more servers, you need to go for upgrades, you need to go for updates, you need to manage it. Suppose is there any natural calamities, who is responsible for that? Okay, I cannot say there will not be any natural calamities any everywhere. It will be there, but the advantage with remote servers or cloud servers is it will be deployed in different places. There is a concept of region and availability zone on cloud. Okay, I'll explain you what is availability zone and what is region. Okay,
Yes,
so when it is deployed in the regions or availability, multiple availability zones, when it is available, it will be easy for you to access.
right.
Okay, you private means you can access it.
Sir, I have a
I cannot
question, sir,
access.
on this.
Yes,
May I ask you a
yes,
question, sir?
yes, yes.
This explanation which you are giving
Hmm.
regarding natural calamities and others. Suppose
Hmm.
I get a public cloud, my data is stored somewhere. Okay, they are taking a fees on that, and due to
Yes.
natural calamity, that area is destroyed.
Hmm.
What happens to my data?
No, it will not be in one place. It will be in different servers, different places.
No, but they don't give those information that we are keeping your data in different places. You are supposed to give that information if you have to keep a customer's data in different places you have to keep.
No, no, no. As per NIST, there are standards where you should store the data and all those things. With that, include additionally, they will store it in the different servers, different virtual servers. So to get rid of all these problems, you'll have proper complete information. There is a concept called service level agreement (SLAs). So in
Yes.
service level agreements, they will mention each and everything, which server, where it is deployed in which availability zone, which region it is deployed. As for security purpose and other things, disaster recovery, backups and all, they will maintain in other virtual servers also.
Yeah, exactly. And they charge also for that because we are
Yes.
having some of our applications, very important
Hmm.
applications on cloud servers.
Hmm.
And for example, we are working on CDAC systems for our hospital management information system.
Yes.
And they are having, and we had to pay for both the DC and DR
Correct.
because you don't pay, and then we have to pay how much time it will take from DC to DR, the data to be transferred or the applications to be transferred.
Hmm.
So it's not that they will give on their own at different places.
Hmm.
It's not by default.
No, no. Here there is a concept called containers. Now all the cloud providers introduce the concept of containerization. So that
Mhm.
containers will be nearby to your organization only, nearby to your company only. So
Now,
you
though,
can,
we have to store data in India only. That's another thing.
yes, in
Totally.
India only, definitely in India only, they will store your data, or application will be running from Indian servers only. There are different regions in India like Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad. There are different regions, there are different availability zones. Multiple places they will store your data, multiple places it will be running. When some
No,
server is down,
correct, correct. You are correct. But I just wanted to point out that it's not by default that they will be storing our data in different places.
no, it is not by default. So when there are there normally for the backups, disaster recoveries and all, multiple places they will store the instances.
Okay. I and I
Instances
have
will be,
and I have another question from you, sir. But I will ask that at the end of this
okay, fine, fine.
presentation.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, fine.
Okay. Thank
Is
you.
it related to deployment models or other question?
No, I will ask you, sir, because I have
Okay,
that
cool.
query in my mind. I will ask you.
Okay, cool, cool. Yes, sir.
Thank you
Done.
so much, Kaushik Sen Gupta sir. Sir is actually head of our IT at one of the integrated steel plant of SAIL.
Oh,
Thank
cool,
you,
cool.
really, sir. Yes, let's go ahead because we have very less time and we want to, get maximum benefit out of your knowledge. Yes,
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Absolutely.
please.
Please go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Next one is, as I told you, deployment models are public, private, and hybrid cloud. Next one is the service models. Service models means these are the models where we are actually getting the services. There are different models like IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. IaaS stands for infrastructure as a service. PaaS stands for platform as a service. SaaS stands for software as a service. Before going to technical details of this, let us understand with a small example. Then we come back actual technical details of ES, SaaS, and PaaS. Here, I'm planning to bake a cake. So what is the with this example, how it goes with ES, PaaS, and SaaS? Let us see. This is about on-prem. This is locally we are going to manage everything. We should get all the required things to bake a cake. That is dining table, water, electricity, oven, cake pan, flour, sugar, butter, and eggs. We need to prepare everything. We need to know the process. We need to know how to prepare, how to bake everything. It comes under on-prem. Now let us see on the EAS. EAS means infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure means what is the hardware part. So processors, all those things comes under infrastructure. Here it is, the top portion is managed by you, and the below down portion talks about managed by vendor. It comes under, yes, infrastructure as a service. Next, when it comes to the platform as a service, say dining table and water only managed by you, remaining everything taken care of vendor only. That is platform as a service. Next, when it comes to the software as a service, it is completely dine out. Dine out means you're going out and you're having the cake, you're going to some bakery or you're going to some hotel, you're having a cake there. That is called SaaS, software as the service. Now let us go back to technical details. So what is it exactly? So when it comes to the ES model, when in the ES model, it is, as I told you, it is completely on infrastructure related, hardware related. So that is why when your business needs a virtual machine, I don't want any physical machine. So I need a virtual machine. They are providing a complete virtual machine is called infrastructure as a service. In platform as a service, what happens? For example, I want to develop an application. Okay. So when I want to develop an application, I need some software. So I need some Windows, I need some Oracle, I need some Java related software. All these things. When I need that, I cannot buy or I cannot take license of every softwares to develop my application to deliver. So that is why you can go to the CSPs, cloud service providers. You can ask what are the platforms you require for building your software. So what is the what to make your product? What is the software you require? You are getting it from the service provider, that is CSP. That comes under PaaS, that is platform as service. Next one is software as service. Software as service is nothing but It completely your business, you don't want to maintain any IT equipment. As we see SaaS in the cake example, we are going out and having. We don't want to take risk of anything. I don't want any server, anything. I don't want to manage and maintain anything. Just I want my business to go. I want to take care of my customers. I want to see competition, competitors, market. I want to concentrate on only that much. Remaining things you take care as a CSP. That comes under SaaS. That is, IaaS is infrastructure as a service. That is all virtual machines, hardware, everything comes under IaaS. Platforms, everything comes under platform as a service. And maintenance management of complete IT equipment comes under SaaS. So depending on your requirement, depending on your application, depending on your solutions, you can choose these service models and you can use it. Now see this AS one. It is mainly used by IT administrators, admin people. So they majorly they're using now EC2, that is Elastic Compute, provided by Amazon. So through that they provide instances, virtual machines. You can create your own virtual machine with your own configuration, Elastic Compute Cloud. So your computations, your computing capacity, you can manage. Means how much you require, and what when you require all those things, you can manage it easily. And you are going with pay for what you use model. So all the services are available on pay as you go model. Pay as you go model means how much you are using, you are paying for that only. Okay, next one is platform as a service. So first one, the every now it is very popular one. Everybody is using nowadays Google App Engine. This Google App Engine will provide all kind of softwares, what user requires, what developers requires, what testers requires. Everything they provide depending on the customers or users or developers requirement. So they can develop the application using those softwares, using those platforms. They can manage it, they can develop, and they can test it. As I told you, I need a Selenium to test particular application, or I want to go for automation, test automation. Okay, I need some softwares or some tools to go with testing or test automation. So no need to worry about licensing or buying those softwares. What we require, we can go with pass, we can go with the service provider, we can give our requirement and we can get what we need, and we are paying for what we are using. Next one is SaaS. Now software as a service, we are all using it, like Google Docs, Google Drive, Google Sheet, Google Slides, Gmail. Now nowadays it is available online wherever you go. Now I'm using Google Slide. Okay, now Google Slide is shared with you. So wherever I go, which machine I want, from where I want, I can access it easily. Or it is easy for me to share it also. Every time, no need to share. Once I give you the view permission or edit permission, you can view it. Whatever changes I do, whatever information I have added, whatever slides I have added, all those things, it will be easy for me to share it. Okay, that is why it is SaaS is very easy. We can host, we can manage the software applications very easily. And it is provided and managed by vendor. So who is providing me, they are only managing it, everything. So no need of worrying about upgrade, update, all those things. Everything taken care of vendor only, the service provider only. Now you take Gmail example. In Gmail example, what is happening? We are using just like Gmail mail purpose, right? We are sending attachments, we are sending mails, we are receiving mails. We are not worrying about servers, the storage capacity, all those things. I agree there is some 15 GB or something free of cost. More than that, we need to pay for that. So within the 15 GB, how much space you want, you can use it for free of cost. Okay, that is software as the service. This is the overall difference between on-prem and yes PaaS SaaS. So it is managed by you and managed by vendor, which is managed by us or which is managed by vendor. Okay, that is the service models. Next one, these are the service providers. There is Amazon AWS, Amazon Web Services, Azure provided by Microsoft, Google Cloud Platform GCP provided by Google, VMware, that is virtualization leaders. Now IBM Cloud, Oracle Cloud, they are all providing different services to different customers depending on their requirement. Yes. Now,
Yes.
5 more minutes, if you give, I'll give some example
Definitely,
also.
definitely, sir. The flow is really wonderful, and did not want to, stop. But I think the concept of SAS, PAS, and yes was beautifully explained with the concept of. So we are also since ours is a manufacturing organization, and we have lot of process informations which are generated. I understand that those process information, we cannot take everything on cloud and then do some analytics and get some real time insights. So what would be some of the solutions that we can look for if we want to leverage cloud computing in our process? Can you just give some ideas if you can?
Yes, sir. Recently, we had a customer case study. One customer approached us like from an engineering college. They have examination system, like they conduct examination to the students. They publish results. They're doing some digital evaluation. Although they are scanning all the answer scripts to the machine, and they're asking the examiner to evaluate the answer script and all. So this case study, the what is the customer issues, the customer problems are, sir, now we are looking for a local server where we want to store our data because our data is confidential. Okay, so once when that kind of thing, I have given some kind of, we have provided some kind of solution for them. I'll share you that solution also for your understanding, and I'll answer your question also, Chandra sir.
So you're trying to share your screen?
Yes, is it visible?
No, not yet. Yeah, it has come. Some Word document you have shared.
Yes, yes. So see here, this is the customer's case study. So here they have intake of 1,200 students every year. Total engineering course 4 years, 4,800 students are there. So they have some, they got some server configuration within the campus. One company has given with the basic configuration of 4 lakhs, and with the advanced configuration, some company has given 20 lakhs for the server with high configuration. So here, what is the? They asked us to give some differences between the on-prem server and cloud deployment. So in the major things areas. So here, when we are going with, we divide it into various things. First one is infrastructure. So infrastructure is physical servers are located in organization only. So you have to take care of complete setup, maintenance, and manage. So when we go with the cloud, so virtual servers are hosted and managed by third-party providers, that is AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud. we can access it with the internet anytime, anywhere we can access it, right? Next one is the maintenance cost or initial cost will be high. Initially, when we are going with the physical servers, what happens? We need to invest more. Okay, you need to get all the physical servers, everything. Excuse me, I'll get my charger.
Oh, I think he's connecting his charger.
Uh, Chandra, can you hear me now?
Sir, loud and clear.
Yes. पता नहीं, there is some technical issue with my browser. I think the camera has been, होता ना कोई ऐप ने पकड़ लिया उसको, तो that is the problem.
I'll just come and have a look after this session, sir.
हाँ ठीक.
I think,
Yes, sir.
yes, yes, sir.
Thank you and sorry for the interruption.
No problem, sir.
Yeah.
Please.
So here is it visible, sir? Document.
Yes, yes, it's
हाँ, yes, it
visible.
is visible.
Okay, so here the initial and maintenance cost will be high initially. Now, when we are going with the cloud model, so here we are not going with any physical servers and all. Just we are taking the requirement. Depending on the requirement, just we are allocating the application, the services. What are the services you require as a customer? Here, sometimes it will be zero investment also, because once you start using it, then only you are going to pay for that. Major challenge is scalability. As I told you, when the resources are increased, so when students are increasing or when applications are increasing, if it is a on-prem server, what happens? With the existing server capacity is not sufficient to manage the new workload. So you have to go for upgradation of the server or updating the, or you need to go for a new server. So here it takes some text, some lot of time to order it, to get it, to install it. All those things it takes so much of time. So if it is the cloud, within minutes you can increase the servers, highly scalable. That is scale up and scale down. What is scale up? Scale up is nothing but we can add the resources whenever we need. Scale down is when you are not using it, you are decreasing the servers. So that is the major advantage with the cloud. So scalability, security, maintenance cost, infrastructure. Now it is advised to go with the cloud service. Yes, sir. Now, what is your question, Chandana sir?
Ah, nee. Chandra, before that, I want to ask a question, which I
Yeah,
was
perfect, sir.
reserving
Please,
it
please.
for Krishna sir.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. The last screen which you shown, that's my query. Suppose,
Mm,
see, this is a contract between the person who is using it and a third party who is giving the
Yes.
cloud. Suppose after say 4 or 5 years, normally they hike up the prices like anything after 4 to 5 years, and if you increase it, I don't know what about your experience, but our
mm,
experience is like that, and we want to bring it back to an on-prem server. We want to bring back the data. So,
mm,
what is your suggestion? How we should go about if such a situation arises and we want to bring back the data? See, data they will give it in some digital format, but I have to see the data on some platform, on some applications. Everything was running on the cloud. What is
mm.
your suggestion we should do in such a scenario?
To bring back your data, can you give an example, sir? For example, you take.
Yeah, I will give an example, sir. I will give you an
Mm, mm,
example.
mm,
We are having our safety data, all our safety
mm,
data on a cloud. Okay, all data on the cloud. Now, suppose after we are having a contract for around 2 or 3 years. Now, after 3 years, we find that the price is increasing exorbitantly.
Hmm.
after doing this comparison which you showed us now. Okay, and we want to bring it back.
Okay.
So what should how I should approach this problem?
So bring back means now what is the applications where it is running all the softwares, hardware, the required capacity, resources you have. Definitely, you can bring back your data. The cloud provider will
We
give
know
you
that.
complete data.
No, they will give data, sir. That's again I'm asking you. They will give the
Hmm.
data, not the applications, not the platform.
They will not give a platform and application. That is what you should have the complete resources to take your data back, to
It
collect
means
your data back.
it's a huge cost at that moment of time. Which means if we are hooked up with a cloud, we are hooked
Hmm.
up for good. We have to continue with that.
Sir, now my experience comparatively on-prem cloud costs are very less. Now, due
No,
to
you
the
are right, sir. No,
competition,
no. What you have shown is very correct. I'm not telling what you have shown is wrong. What I am telling is we have to continue. So that what I want to say is because many people are connected in this forum. So once we
hmm,
take a decision to go for cloud, we must have that in our mind. We have to continue with that if we want to keep everything intact.
yes.
So but that decision is very important, whether we should go for cloud or we should keep on-prem.
So now multi-cloud option is also available, sir. Sen Gupta sir. Now we can go with multiple clouds. That is as per our requirement, we can use multiple clouds, multi clouds. So where we are getting for the price, cheaper price, we go with that provider only.
Okay, okay. You know better, sir, than us regarding this cloud. So we
No,
take
no.
it.
In my
We
case,
take your
what I have
statement
seen,
as
I'm
such.
trying to share with you, sir. Your experience, you have seen different things, but in my experience, almost 8 to 9 organizations, I'm advisor for them for managing their data and using that. SaaS, I'm into SaaS completely, software as a service. Till now, in all the use cases, majority of the customers, 80 to 85%, they're going with the cloud only. 10%, yes, there are few customers, few organizations. One organization, very interesting case study they have. They don't want to give their employee salary data to any outsiders. They don't want to disclose anything. They're for that they're using some blade servers, everything. Data center only they're running that application. They're using it.
Hmm.
Other applications are all deployed onto the cloud.
Okay, okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
I
Okay, so
think I answered your question.
Uh,
Percentage is
okay, you told your experience. Okay.
great. So I will come now, because we have, exhausted our allotted time of 60 minutes. So I will invite if any participants have any queries that they would like to ask. Let's open the room, and if anybody would like to, clear their nuances about cloud computing, if they have something on their mind, let's take advantage of a very expert person who is in this room with us.
Hello, sir. This is Sandeep from Bilai Steel Plant, sir. Sir, I have a
Yes.
query. Maybe I would like to rephrase Sen Gupta sir's question. Like, can we like change over from say Amazon AWS to say Microsoft Azure or IBM Cloud? Can that
we can.
migration is possible or feasible, or is that costly affair? Thank you.
No, no, it is easy to do that. We can go with multi-cloud, yes, different cloud providers. You can talk to them, and you can get your application and data easily, and they will migrate it. Data migration is very easy on cloud.
Thank you, sir.
Great.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any more questions? Okay. Considering the such a hot potato topic cloud has been in our organization, I was looking forward to a very enthused learning experience. And I'm sure the learners present here would agree, couldn't agree more, that we have had a very easy flow of information from basics to applications, and how it can an organization can look towards solutions of cloud computing. So it was a wonderful, insightful session, and I've taken advantage of recording the session so that I can share it with the different learners of our organizations. As I was, saying earlier, that this is probably 13th or 14th episode of our Knowledge Byte session, and we have had multiple interesting topics. So, in case you have not been party to any of those sessions, I'll share our learning at sale YouTube handle, and you can go there and you can take advantage of any topic that falls interesting to you. On that note, let me thank you, Mr. Sivaramakrishna ji. It has been truly privilege to host you in our organization. The one response, the one request that we had sent to you over from Future Skills Prime as a subject matter expert, and you were very kind and prompt to respond, and you took the pain to conduct few mock sessions to understand the expectations, and get a good feel about the platform, so that we do it without much of an hindrance. Learning is a long journey, and our endeavor is that we continue it in the future as well, and we'll try to get your insights if we plan for in a deep dive programs for cloud computing. Towards the end, let me invite our Chief General Manager HR L&D with powers of EDHR L&D, Sri Sanjay Dhar sir, from MTI, which is the
मैं
corporate
फोन पे
training
बात
section
करूंगा
of
तुमसे।
our organization. To kindly, sir, sum up and give your words for future, how we are going to take this journey forward. Sanjay sir, please.
Thank you, Jannat, and I'd like to thank Shivaram Krishna Saab for his time and effort in connecting with us and engaging with us. I'm sorry about the technical glitches, so I'm connecting from my mobile. I'd also like to personally thank all the participants for this. I have my senior colleagues, chief general managers, participating in this. We all have a lot of pressures on time, but this issue is very critical for us. We are into a lot of things where we are systematically migrating to the cloud, and we need to get much more clarity on this subject. And I'd also like to once again exhort all my young mentors for this reverse mentoring process to dig deeper and explain the nuances and more technology and the fun and the opportunities of this technology to their seniors. And I'm very grateful to all of you for participating, and we look forward to continued participation from all people. And we look forward to doing more such sessions. So thank you once again, and I think I can hand it over back to you, Chandra.
Uh, thank you so much, sir. But before we break, I have a very important question that I'm going to ask from all our users. We have had some of the suggestions for the topics for our various knowledge bite sessions, and I have two very prominent contender. But I need your opinion about which topic to choose from for our next knowledge byte session. There has been suggestions for discussing about blockchain and its applications. There has been suggestions about understanding about deep fake and learning more about it. So the next knowledge byte session will be again the first Saturday of January, which is on 4th of January. There are two topics that we have shortlisted that depending upon your interest and your suggestions, we are going to finalize and try to conduct the next knowledge bite session on that particular topic. So I'm seeing very few respondents, but yes, a lot of people are giving respond on blockchain. So okay, great. So I would encourage you would be seeing a poll on your screen. So if you can select any of the options that you would like to, suggest. Okay, let me stop the poll because I am 9 minutes past my allotted time, and let me publish the result. So fantastic. I have suggestions for blockchain, and also there is an interest for deepfake. So if you're part of our WhatsApp group, we would be asking some questions over there as well. And before we formalize, but we would be definitely working on any of these two topics. So that is all from today's Knowledge Byte session, and I would like to once again thank everyone, especially to our esteemed faculty and to the senior mentees and the young mentors for your continuous support to this journey. Thank you so much. We can close the session now.